Hi, my name is Jane Levatova, and today I'll be reviewing the 2012 film Red Dawn. I watched the film about 2 weeks ago and positively fell in love with the inspiring message that the movie brought to the attention of its audience.
They mess with the wrong family.
Red Dawn stars Josh Peck and Chris Hemsworth, who play the roles of Matt and Jet Eckard, two brothers who are forced to become leaders of a rebellion.
Wolverine!
North Korea took advantage of the fact that the American army was on foreign soil, and they attacked the country with this head-on collision. And with Russia enabling the Korean army, they kind of began taking over the states all over the coast. When the Koreans came to the front steps of the Eckert family, the two brothers and their friends fled the house and hid in the woods while their father's lives were threatened. And their father's last words to them was that they should rise up and fight for America and then rid the homeland of the invading countries. And the brothers and their friends created a small, almost like a terrorist group that they nicknamed the Wolverines. And they began attacking the Korean and Russian soldiers. And they would plant bombs and act like pretty much assassins and slowly crippled the invading armies. The more they fought, the more support they gained from the American people, and in the end, it's the heart and love of the American people and the love that we have for our home that enabled the rebellion successfully free the invaded states and bring America back to freedom. And I mean, some would argue that Josh Peck and Chris Hemsworth was a really weird combination of actors to play in this film, but I think that the chemistry of the film was really spot on. Both portrayed their characters in such a way that the audience easily fell for the impression that, it felt like they were brothers. The supporting actors who played as the brothers' friends and partners in the Wolverines did a really amazing job and depicted the struggle of wartime rebellion. And we, as the viewers, we were able to see the character development from these, young teenagers who were kind of forced to become almost like rebel soldiers in order to defend their homeland. And another really great thing that this film did was create this sort of dark atmosphere. Viewers were able to be transported into the mindset of rebels. And the film is shot in a relatively dark scene with a few outdoor shots to brighten up the film, but even when the actors were shooting outside scenes, there were still dark skies overhead and these gnarled branches in the forests behind them. And it created this really dark, almost hectic scene throughout the entire film. Another thing that I thought was really nice about Red Dawn was the special effects. Being a war movie, clearly explosions and gunfire were abundant, but they didn't overdo it, which is something that I really appreciated. The explosions were realistic but really perfectly blend into the scenes. There were many shots in which the Wolverines got scratched up and shot, and one of the things that I appreciate is really good makeup artists, and they did a really good job unifying all the different aspects from believable dialogue to the special effects and makeup. And as someone who's never really seen the original, I really enjoyed the remake, and the actors did a really good job in portraying a really successful on-screen chemistry, and I think that they really successfully told a story of the rebellion. And it was honestly such a touching story about family working together in times of this crazy crisis where we're being invaded by another country. But honestly, I think that the film was incredible, and I would definitely see it time and time again.